You gotta love the smell of freshly mined crypto. But is this venture also something for you, maybe? Well, stay tuned. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching GentleCoin, and as always, we are talking crypto with manners. In this particular video, I want to discuss the concept of GPU mining and why you should or should not send your video cards to the mines. Before we start, I do want to address that we're talking from the point of view of a general PC user. If you already have a farm full of GPUs, this should not be the video for you. This is more aimed towards you gamers out there that might have a quite powerful graphics cards already in their gaming PC. Graphics cards can do way more than just show those delicious FPS of a video game on your screen. It can also be used with the computational power to find blocks in the blockchain. This is the so-called mining. Doing these calculations helps the blockchain network to actually thrive. For the support of the network, you are paid with small chunks of coin or token. There's one token in particular that's been rather profitable in the last few years for GPU miners, and in contrast with popular belief, that is not Bitcoin, but it's called Ethereum. Daily, millions of US dollars are made thanks to mining Ethereum. But then the big question is it something for you? The profit you can make thanks to GPU mining depends on two major factors. Factor one is how much computational power are you delivering to the network, and factor two is how much power does it cost to run your machine. That is not everything though. There are some external factors as well. For example, how much is the coin worth at the moment in US dollars, and also how many other miners are active at the moment. So if you look at your computational power, how much percent is that of the total amount of power delivered by the network? Furthermore, the demand in the coin can also play a major role in this. If, for example, many people are transferring funds with their Ethereum tokens, the network needs to do more work. So therefore, the people that want to transfer pay a larger fee. That fee is then paid to the miners. Larger fee, larger profit. So the first two factors are really stable. You know what kind of GPU you have and you know the kind of power you're paying for. However, the external factors like the price of the coin, the demand for the coin, and the total computational power of the network, that remains a big question mark. Demand changes rapidly, therefore, especially in crypto, things are not really stable. What can be stable today can be unprofitable tomorrow. Therefore, before I recommend to do anything, I want to make sure that you guys know this is no financial advice at all. Crypto can be quite risky, so take that as you will. But I want to go on and say why I am mining and why I do think that you should be mining too. My reasons to mine are threefold. First and foremost, I do get a profit. But also, I do like the idea of having a more centralized system for finance. And finally, I'm also in love with the idea of blockchain technology. I still believe that, for example, smart contracts are going to change the way how we see ownership currently. But okay, for you ladies and gentlemen out there, I do think that reason number one is the most important for now. So, how much money are we talking about? Like I mentioned, prices fluctuate all the time, but we can talk about what it is right now. My favorite resource for more information regarding the profitability of GPUs is definitely whattomine.com. When you look at the site for the first time, it might be a bit overwhelming with all kind of different numbers and all kind of different algorithms as well. But I'm going to focus on the easy part that everyone can understand. So up top, you see all kind of different GPUs. Chances are quite high that your GPU is also in this list. But the list will be updated with more recent GPUs, like for example, the 3080, 3090, and 3070, and the newly released AMD GPUs as well. You click on the GPU of your choice, and then you fill in the amount of GPUs. In my case, I do have one 1080 Ti. Nothing too crazy, but still good for mining. The section below the GPUs are the mining algorithms. For example, you see Ethash, that is a mining algorithm for Ethereum. But you also see more things like Kapao, Cockatoo, Zhash. These are all made for different coins. However, though, you can leave this whole section behind for now, because if you choose a GPU, this section will be filled in by default with the average amount of computational power of your GPU. So this is factor one that we mentioned earlier, how much computational power do we have for mining. Below the mining algorithms, you see another important part, and those are the cost per kilowatt hour. Definitely look at your own electricity bill to know more about the cost you are currently paying for it, and do make sure that you convert it to US dollars. Ideally, you have some kind of surplus of energy power, therefore you can fill in zero. But overall, make sure you get some kind of average of your actual electricity cost. I live in the Netherlands, and over here electricity is quite pricey. For now, I will do the calculation with 20 cents a kilowatt hour, but do keep in mind that it can be a lot lower for you or even a bit higher. So now we click and calculate, and you can see the different profitabilities. If you scroll down now, you can see all the different kind of coins you can mine sorted on profitability and revenue. Again, you might feel overwhelmed right now, but just look at the main important column, and it is revenue or profit. Important to mention is that this profit is actually calculated in days. So if I were mining BitTube Cash right now, I will be making $1.25 worth of BitTube Cash. After power though, you see the profit, and that is 0.34 cents a day. It ain't much, but it is honest work in the mines, definitely. Those 34 cents are not your net profit though. The power cost calculation does only take the GPU into account. It doesn't do the rest of your system. For example, your CPU is also using power, so is your storage, and actually all the components of your PC are using power. In the end, you want to know what you're using at the wall. The calculation on what to mine uses 180 watts in the calculator. However, if I look at my energy meter, I can see I'm using give or take 230 watts. All in all, I'm not really making any profit with my mining right now, especially because I'm not mining BitTube Cash, no, I'm mining the Ethereum. The following will be explained in a different video in the future, but if you want to actually make US dollar or euros or whatever kind of currency, you need to be able to convert the Ethereum or the BitTube Cash to the actual money. To do that, there are different kind of exchanges, for example. And also the exchanges do require a kind of a fee often. And even if you mine to a different wallet, then you also pay some fee to transfer the funds. All in all, if you do have an electricity cost of, let's say, 20 cents a kilowatt hour and you're using a GPU like mine, a 1080 Ti, it might not be worth the hassle to actually mine cryptocurrency, especially because you do need to keep into account that you're using your GPU 24/7. That doesn't kill your GPU, especially not because I am using it with lower temperatures, but of course, you do have 24/7 strain on the machine, so there might be some more degradation of the card. I'm still expecting though to make a reasonable profit, and that is all due to my future expectations. Like you might have been hearing in the news, the price of Bitcoin has been going to the moon, and therefore the other coins, like for example Ethereum or maybe Litecoin, these are also going up in price currently. The best way to check the fluctuations in price are to go to coinmarketcap.com. Like with whattomine.com, all the links will be in the description down below. And if you're there, don't forget to subscribe and of course like the video. Anyways, CoinMarketCap is an amazing resource to use to, for example, see the current price of the coin, but also the more historic price of the coin. You can see the different charts. My expectation, and again, this is not financial advice, is that Ethereum price is going up to probably, my guess again, is up to 1,000 US dollar, because in the past it has done so as well. Current price of Ethereum is around 450 US dollar, but let's say if it doubles then, I will be making around 400 US dollars in a year. That is enough for me to maybe buy another graphics card, or maybe buy some games, or even invest in some other crypto. Having said that though, the price might as well go down, and you still have to pay your power, so you might be making a loss, but for me it is worth the risk because, like I mentioned before, I like the idea of blockchain, and also I like to help the community. In a future video, I will explain to you how you will actually start mining Ethereum yourself, and how to set up your own Ethereum wallet to accrue some pretty profits. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to know in the comments down below if you might actually think about starting to mine yourself, or if you are in some way or form interested in cryptocurrency overall. Having said that, well guys, stay healthy, stay gentle.